It's about like a day after that Nintendo Direct. I know a lot of people are a little bit iffy on that one, but I didn't go into it really wanting anything in the world besides more Tomodachi Life Living the Dream information. And that's exactly what I got, so I'm happy with it. Before this Direct was coming out, I had an idea for a video where I was gonna like go over like my wish list. And after like the relatively little information we got on this game, I'm probably still gonna make that. Just like change some of my ideas based off what I did see in this one, but I've been watching this a lot, so I've seen this a little bit. I just want to go through it, like skim through it, and I want to like go through and talk about like the areas like I want to talk about that specifically caught my eye. This one's gonna be very disorganized. I don't have a script for this one, but like the wishlist video is gonna have like a huge script. It's gonna be much higher quality, probably funnier because I'm actually gonna write jokes. This one I'm just going in talking about whatever comes to mind. But yeah, so let's start from the beginning. I've had like a day to like really like sit with my thoughts. So one thing I already want to talk about. It only shows this as a Switch 1 game, which kind of has me worried. I do want this to have a Switch 2 edition, but I could see them not doing that. Or maybe doing it later. You know, Nintendo, especially with that last Direct, shows that they really like their paid DLC. I know the first trailer was like really laggy in a lot of instances, and in this trailer you're gonna see there's like no lag, really. So I'm pretty certain if you're playing it on a Switch 2, it's gonna be a consistent 30, which is gonna be cool. Now we see a different angle. I think this is the same island as the first trailer. It looks about the same. I'm still pretty certain you're gonna be able to build everything. I mean, I think quick build kind of shows that you're gonna be able to build your own island yourself. But it does show more little me interactions, which is fun. I do really like this. I like just the ways that two Miis interact more now. Like, I love this. They just, like, spend time outside together. That's one thing when I look back at regular, like, the first Tomodachi Life for the 3DS. A lot of the Miis kind of just occasionally will end up in each other's apartments and just stand around and do nothing. I do like the idea of the Miis, like, having a ton of activities to do. Like, even these guys, like, sitting outside, like, that seems like something you could do. These people walking right here. But before, I don't know, they just, like, sit around their apartment and fucking tear ass or... But like this, that right there, it's very simple, it's very simplistic, but it's goofy and it's quirky, and I think it fits the style of the game perfectly. Fucking her right here, flicking the light on and off. Them sitting at the fountain, I know they could do that in the other one, but...
When is the game coming out?
And that's the first thought I had too, so I heavily agree with this old gentleman right here. Another thing I want to mention here, I've seen these buoys up here and a little bit on the side of the island back when they were, I don't know what this is, dancing. I'm pretty certain that's gonna be how far you can expand your island out, like land-wise. Which honestly, if you can expand it out more this way and more that way, you can have a lot of stuff on this island. Which leaves room for I don't know, concert hall. Now, coming up, this is like the meat of what we saw. This Mii Maker is nuts. Now, they haven't confirmed Miitopia makeup editing. Personally, when I see this, I don't think it's gonna have that. I think it's gonna use elements of the Miitopia Mii editor, and it's gonna put it into the regular Mii editor. Because like some people saying like these two icons down here were gonna be like the Miitopia makeup and everything, but I don't think that, because purely like this head tab would usually have other tabs that's like, you know, wrinkles or makeup that you just throw on the Mii. You don't have that up here, and I think they just separated it into two different icons down here. But I see a ton of new heads here, which is really cool. Like, this one makes you look like a fucking water balloon. A lot of them look really samey, but I think that's important. Like this one, you have like the little like flat pointed or like sharper point chin. I love it. I think this is gonna make every Mii look completely different on your island. The eyebrows, you can see a few new ones here. I usually use very few different eyebrows. But it's cool. Also, shoot, I forgot to mention this over here. First off, the skin color palette looks amazing. They actually, like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the new Genshin Impact one. Yeah, it doesn't have that effect going on, which I really like. But what really drew my eye here as well was the color palette thing. I'm thinking you can, like, go to this color box thing and choose, like, any of these colors you want. Yeah, I see some of the skin colors here too. I think you're gonna be able to make Mii's any, like, skin color you want. Which, this one right here, you can make very, very, very specific. Here's what I mean as well with, like, the Miitopia Mii editor. This has the back of the hair and the bangs as a separate set, so you can choose the front of the hair separately from the back, which fucking nuts, by the way. But beyond that, that's exactly how it worked on Miitopia. That's why I think they're taking hints of Miitopia and putting it into Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. So I don't think it's going to be a direct, like, port of the Miitopia makeup editor. Oh, the mouths look cool. I like this stupid one right here. I like the fangs. I like the one tooth right there. I think that's really funny. I like options. Whoa, that one's funny. That one's hilarious. Wait, oh shit. Okay, that's. Oh, that's the coolest mouth actually. I love that one. Okay, as well, the nose tab. First off, so many noses. They didn't really have as many, like, good noses, I remember, when making Mii, so I usually stick to, like, the same, like, 3. I can see me using some of these more, especially because we haven't seen all of them yet. I don't like that one. That was kind of silly. But I can see a lot. Also, not even just that. You can have no nose. That is nuts. Like I'm sure everyone who's, like, made Mii's of, like, specific characters before know how you had to, like, hide the nose under the mouth and everything, and you use, like, the stupid 2 dots or the triangle. This just streamlines that. This is exactly what we wanted. This is, like, I'll go over it later, but I think my main theme with this trailer so far is that this game just seems like what everyone has wanted, which is really cool to see. I'll go more into detail about that later. This too, just being pretty much quite literally pulled straight from the 3DS. I've heard people saying they wanted, like, maybe more than 16 personality fucking divisions, whatever. But there was 16 on the 3DS, and admittedly that's kind of a lot. I don't think, but people, like, they wanted more, like maybe like 32 or maybe even, like, I guess 64. I think that's too much, and if anything, I think they're probably just going to take the 16 they kind of already have and just adapt them, make them more unique to, make each personality type even more different from one another, which I would like to see. Another thing while I'm here, I kind of have a theory that the Animal Crossing team are the ones working on this game, because I'm just, like, looking at the font, I'm looking at the way the buttons look, all the icons for, like, you know, plus and everything. This looks a lot like Animal Crossing New Horizons to me, and I feel like they probably just reused a lot of stuff from there. Everyone always said that too, especially in, like, the first trailer. A lot of the models look like Animal Crossing. Overall, just looks a lot like Animal Crossing, which isn't a complaint, nor even, like, a good thing. It's just an observation. This too, the voice, was there a 5th slider? I don't remember. Either way, I'm glad they kind of streamlined this a little bit, because that makes it a little bit, because there's so many options that, like, don't add up to how you think they would, so the voice seems better. I like that. I like that there's 6 different tone options rather than 4. I do hope the tones are, like, a little bit different, more varied from one another. This is cool too, seeing the interior of the house. I like how it kind of feels like the original 3DS, how they start in their own fucking hellscape. Like your shirt is the same as your wallpaper. The animations look beautiful.
The Mii characters you create will enjoy their
I love seeing these little interactions, like the guy reading the book, the maracas. It's really nice. Specifically, first off, she's hitting that amazingly, but beyond that as well, this goes into, like, my next theory. I feel like you're not gonna have interior presets anymore like the other game. This looks a bit, I don't know, it's all themed the same, but this looks a little bit more like someone placed on the furniture themselves to me. it could go either way, but especially with how the rooms don't really have like super like varied wallpapers or anything, or just anything too extreme. To me, this feels like you can choose each individual piece of the house, which is really fun. I like. I'm not gonna talk about the icon action. Never mind. I don't want to go into that much detail. One thing I do want to say is the music in this game sounds really, really good.
Enjoy.
I like it. I love the animations for eating as well. They're again, it's a common theme. I'll probably keep saying it, but the animations. That was something I do remember. Like I played Miitopia for a while. The animations in that game are really fun. And then I played Tomodachi Life, and I realized how stilted and like stiff they are. So it's really cool seeing like super unique animations for this game. And I'm excited to see all of them, all the fun stuff. But going into the main thing with this frame, this is, first off, having it off to the left as a little list is a very clever way of making it work, like the 3DS with the dual screen, showing off the likes and dislikes and everything. I love, this is literally, everything in here is pulled straight from the 3DS. Up here, specifically, showing that it's a grown-up me rather than a child. This leads me to believe there probably are going to be babies on the island, which is going to be cool, which means they're probably going to be able to get married again. Hopefully gay relationships. They didn't show that off in this trailer, but again, it feels like they're teasing it like a fucking Smash reveal. Oh, the stomach, of course, how much they eat. Happiness level. I do really like the clunky level up system, I'm realizing. It's kind of silly how it works, but I do like it. I do hope this implies the concert hall is coming back. But of course, like, you know, gifting your Mii's things, that's probably why they had the maracas in the other scene and everything, or he had the horror book. I feel like you're gonna be able to do all that stuff again. I'm very curious to see, like, the new animations for the loves and the loathes, because they were very, very, very funny in the 3DS, and I do hope they don't just rip the same ones from the 3DS. I do hope they have unique ones to this game. Animations, I mean. I think it would be cool. Now this right here is where things really like change.
This Mii looks bored all by their lonesome. Someone needs a pick-me-up.
So the main thing, when I first saw this, basically all it is you can pick up Mii's on the island and bring them over to other Mii's, and then they become friends that way. I was a little bit off-put at first, because the main thing of Tomodachi Life to me is how little control you get over it. You know, it's not really like you're playing a game, it's more so like you have a fish tank that you're looking in. Except it's all your friends and family. I always think about when I was playing before and I make all these Mii's from like different, like based off characters from a bunch of different games I play, and I'm like, I want them to naturally become friends with each other. Like, I did like the 3 main characters from Deltarune on mine, and they still aren't friends yet. So it's rough, but that was always what I was used to. And I was like, oh, it should probably be in this game. But then I really thought about it. Was it more fun hoping that Mii's became friends? And I honestly have to say no. I mean, like, Mii's going to be friends with like whoever they want usually is kind of fun, but like sometimes you want to like push things in a certain direction, and I feel like that's what this is. Like, I feel like Mii's are still gonna like choose like, hey, I want to be friends with this person, I want to try talking to this person. They might choose that on their own. I think that's cool, but this way it's like you can always kind of not force something, but a little bit have slight influence. Like, I imagine you can only like make 2 Mii's meet up to at least start becoming friends, and then they can develop from there. And I think that is honestly much better. On this little page here, I like the 2D images of the Mii's. I think that's gonna be fun to see when I make really fucked up looking fellas and lady. I think the graphics in this game as well look nuts. I was not expecting a Tomodachi Life game to look anything like this, so it's really cool to see. I like this entire like little slideshow, like the realistic hands, silly little animation here with the butterflies, the dream and the white hellscape, random objects, the bowling ball right here. I think those are either all dreams or just like fun little cutscenes that can happen. Some of those were obviously dreams, but seeing that really makes me like have a lot of hope for this game, because to me it shows off to me showing stuff like this doesn't come off as like jingle keys in front of Tomodachi Life fans. This feels like kind of to me like they know what the game is, and the entire trailer really just feels like a continuation of Tomodachi Life on the 3DS. It feels like these developers know what Tomodachi Life is. They have a deep understanding of Tomodachi Life, and they're just making Tomodachi Life, but more. One thing I just noticed looking over here, this guy right here is on the island, like right there with the purple hair, and then he's here on the thing. I'm wondering if these Miis are just like, these pre-made Miis are just gonna end up being on the promo, like, advertisements on buildings, or if they're actually gonna use, like, images of your Miis on the, like, shops and everything, which I hope they do, because that would be really funny. I know all these Miis are, like, the same Miis they've been using for years and everything, like, all the Wii games, but I think it'd be really funny if your Miis show up on, like, the outside of buildings. I think that's gonna be really funny. Right here, too, Mii News. Again, really cool to see. We already knew it was coming back. I like the music for this. I like the graphic design. This right here, them showing spring 2026. I remember being disappointed because I'm pretty certain everyone knew it was coming out spring 2026. Like, this is very obviously to me like March, April game. I feel like that makes most sense. Definitely not February. That feels a little too early. But like, again, if you're on a tropical island, and if it also goes with real life time, you really don't want to start the game when it's snowy out. That's not what this game feels like. So I feel like spring just makes the most sense. I love this little old dude. He's so funny. And he does a little dance right here. I think that's hilarious. I am very excited. Again, overall things I got from this were the game appears to be very well put together. It feels like Tomodachi Life. It feels like the developers know what Tomodachi Life is and they're not trying to make it anything else. I have faith that, and I just want to say, I feel like this game, Tomodachi Life Living the Dream, is going to have pretty much everything that was in the first Tomodachi Life, and just more. I just feel like it's going to be a Tomodachi Life game, but more. So, I think this game has the opportunity, and is already looking like it is going to be the best in the series. And I'm excited. A few things I just want confirmed. I want gay relationships to be confirmed. I feel like that needs to happen. It's probably going to happen. I want the concert hall to be confirmed. Honestly, right now, that's all I can think of. Again, I'll have the wish list video where I think it out more. Probably coming out, I wouldn't say soon, but in the future. So you can look out for that. And yeah, I just wanted to quickly like let my thoughts out for this game, and I'm excited to see more. I think this game's already looking really fantastic. So yeah, thanks for watching. New stuff coming out whenever I feel like it, whenever I get done. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.